God wants to go on a date with you. Did you know that every time you came into God's presence, that He wanted to be able to have such an intimate time with you? And what do I mean? I was speaking to a friend yesterday, and we talked about intimacy and the fact that for a while now he has had very special moments of encounter with the Lord, where it seems as though God just walks in and just sits, just to spend time with Him. And I just wanted to share with us that may we never get to a point where our minds are too small to conceive that this very big God is in fact able and willing to spend time with us on a personal level. So He wants to go on a date with you. I don't want any of us to be small-minded, to think that, how can the God of the entire universe have time to want to spend with me on a personal level? The painful thing is that some people unknowingly stand Him up. You decide that you want to spend time in prayer, decide that you want to spend time in the Word, you decide that you want to spend time in worship. What happens is that some people end up standing Him up because of a distraction or something. Get back on your phone, and the Lord so intentionally wanted to spend time with you, leave Him hanging. The story is told of a man who always, without fail, every single day of his life, would pray. But he would do that. He did something very unusual as well. He would always set up a chair in his house, and he said to himself, said to the Lord, "This chair is for you. I'm here to meet with you. I desire to spend time with you." And whenever he did that, he would pray. He would spend time in fellowship and in worship. And he never, without fail, he would never miss that time of fellowship with the Lord. What happened was, on a certain day, it was that exact time for him to fellowship. And then he heard a knock on the door. And he typically wouldn't have gone to the door to open it, but just to see who that was so he can get it out, get it out of the way, because he wouldn't miss his time of prayer. And as soon as he opened the door, the person who was at the door walked in, and he was surprised, and he said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Jesus." He didn't just walk in, he went and he sat on that exact chair. Said, "I came to fellowship with you today." That's exactly the relationship God wants to have with each and every one of us. True story, man. Such a relationship where we know Him on a personal level. He wants to commune with us. So this is just to encourage someone to be very intentional to God, intimacy, your fellowship. Don't let anything touch it, because He really desires to be with you. God bless. One proof in the Word that God desires to spend time with you, it says in Revelation 3 verse 20, He says, "Behold, I stand at the door, and I knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and dine with him, and he with me." So that's your cue today, to be intentional about spending time with the Father. So do it.